Shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Evil shenanigans.
Shenanigans, right?
Experimenting with all sorts of micro everythings, right? I read a thing the other day about micro frogs.
The frog? Yeah,
Dude.
it's called like Xeno something or...
Dude.
Oh, God.
Here, let me see if I can find it.
Find what it's called, because whatever it's called sounds cool.
Yeah, I was calling it what? Robo Frog? Okay.
Xenobot. See?
Yeah, that's it. The first, world's first
So,
living self-healing
xenotransplantation is taken... Hey, we talked about this.
Dang dogs.
Xenotransplantation is taking like a pig's heart or a monkey's heart, put it into a person, right? So Xenobot is supposed to be an organism with
a little robot,
an animal organism with a bot, and it's like self-healing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because we don't invest into stem cell research at all.
Well, this is coming out of where was Australia?
Is this how they're going to rebuild the population after the fire?
Scientists have created a self-healing named the African clawed frog.
Xenopus. Oh, that's why it's named Xenopus. Xenopus laevius.
So what's Tufts University?
You should play that video though real quick because I'm kind of curious about it.
Hold on. You watch that while I go take care of these dang kids.
And we can like live stream this while we do it.
I don't know. It'll come up on here. I'll put a link or something.
Less than 1 millimeter wide. It's small enough to travel inside the human body. That's my movie phone voice. It can walk, swim, and survive for weeks. Using stem cells from frog embryos. Some people are nice and creative.
What's that?
Some people are creative.
Yeah, dude, I did a video on this the other day.
Yeah, I seen that one pop up.
It's kind of crazy.
Robo Frog.
Yeah, Robo Frog. I am Robo Frog. I will grow you a liver. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
His robot voice.
He start coming out.
Ribbit.
Well, this Robo Frog completely saved my life. What was that? Nothing.
Oh, the pancreas. It was just what I That's what I needed. You're looking a little green.
Whatever. So that's cool. So
you guys know where there's a marshy bog I might be able to go take a dip in?
well, something about collecting microplastics from the ocean.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is make a bacteria that goes in the ocean that will eat the little plastic pieces. And that's what they found to do it. So, I don't know.
So you're going to dump these little Xenobots?
That's the plan.
This is exactly how Terminator probably started. They just didn't want to tell us.
Just the other day. That's what I was saying on my thing. Skynet has gone global. By the way, I watched that one too.
Is it Disney?
I watched the new Terminator.
Oh, how was it? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I cried a little.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a crier at movies too.
I cried.
Don't worry, I'm not judging.
I was watching it, and it was so they kind of rebooted. Okay.
Yeah, because this follows the Sarah Connor story still, like the original Sarah Connor story.
Well, here's the thing: right? Sarah Connor got away, had John, everything was good, and then something changed.
Okay.
I'm not going to give away any spoilers, guys, but something changed. I'm just going to say that. So, basically, it had a new superhuman, non-Terminator, but superhuman. So instead of before, and a new super, of course, machine. I don't want to give any of the rest of it away. You guys probably figured that part out already. If you didn't,
if you didn't watch the trailer, it's your own damn fault.
I bit my tongue. I was going to say some shit. It was just like the other movies in the sense that tip of your seat the whole time. You're going, oh, what's going to happen next? Oh my gosh. Don't get in there. Go in there. I mean, and it had some good spots that were kind of quiet. And there was some character development on both sides. And there was a little bit of a twist. But there was a point in there where I was trying to hold back the tears because it had some, little moments in it that made me a little bit moist in the old eyeball area.
I like the fact you throw the word moist in there.
Moist. It was moist in the area.
Anybody doesn't like the word moist.
Eyeballs.
I think moist is probably the most hated word in the English language.
We should probably say moist more often.
Moist. I will be watching Terminator as well very soon. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I've been an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan my whole life, though. So
If it's got Arnold in it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I haven't.
If it's got Paul Rudd, I'll watch it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that, if they're in it, dude, I am totally 100%.
I just watched My Girl again. I don't know why.
That was a good one.
That was a stupid idea. Like, what? Let's turn the movie on. It's gonna make me cry. It's
Exactly.
fine.
You
Yeah.
gotta be careful.
You know what I want to do? I want to be sad today. Let's watch My Girl. This is a great idea.
You know, if you never were told the name of the movie, The Notebook, before you watched it, that's the hard part. Because when it starts, you're like, oh, this is kind of neat. It's old-timey. And then, oh, hey, that chick's kind of hot. And then next thing you know, you're like, don't go. And the snot's coming out.
I don't know. Notebook didn't hit me the same way that like it did a lot of people. Like it was good, but
my throat hurt.
Have you ever watched If I Stay?
No, I can't watch it. Probably.
So If I Stay is about like the girl who gets into an accident, her whole family dies, and she's like a ghost walking through the world. And she has to decide if she wants to stay or leave.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was so like if Scary Movie were as scary as that sad movie was sad,
No.
I would shit myself watching Scary Movies.
Good luck finding a movie that scares me anymore.
Right, exactly. But if they were that movie, I remember sitting there on the couch. We're laying, a little sectional couch, long ways this way. Old lady at times, long way this way, and you could just hear both of us. And it was like 19 times throughout the whole movies, and I'm like, why does it keep getting sadder?
Right. Well, that's what happens, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Those movies, they tug right at those little heartstrings. They punch right.
And you expect it to get happier at one point. 2 hours later,
No.
it's still sad.
Yeah. Your throat still hurts because you're holding back. Hold it back. I'm a man.
I have to be tough now.
Yeah, right.
Until Into the Arms of the Angel songs comes on for the dog commercials.
Oh, yeah. Sarah McLachlan, here she comes again.
It's fine.
Is it Sarah McLachlan?
I don't know who the hell did this commercials.
Anyways.
Sigourney Weaver? Oh, no, that was Finding Dory. Hi, I'm Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, Jesus. I was going to say that was Ellen DeGeneres that did Dory.
That was Dory. No, she, I have kids, so
so
I watched a lot of Dory.
You're like, I've seen every episode.
It's actually my son's new favorite movie now,
great.
so which is good because before it used to be PJ Masks. I'm happy we're past that now.
That's the nice thing. That's why I love SpongeBob. Thank you, Jesus, for SpongeBob. Put us blessed on this planet, because I can watch SpongeBob as an adult and be like, I don't have to be entertained too much. I just want to not hate it.
That's how I feel about Phineas and Ferb. I don't know if you ever watched that one, but
yeah,
it had a lot of moments in there that I was like, Did you hear that, bud? He's like, shut up, Dad. It's my show. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
He's too young.
Parents just don't understand. He's all like, welcome to the extraction room. And he's all like, you really extract stuff so much you need a whole room for it? And I'm just like, see? I'm like,
yeah,
that's good comedy.
Yeah, do a little
if you pick up on it.
From time to time, I do some extracting.
If you pick up on it, you're like, that was a slightly adult-rated undertone. I appreciate that.
Do a little extracting from time to time myself, sir. You should come over and see my extracting equipment.
I have a whole room for extraction.
A whole room. That's funny. That is funny.
SpongeBob was good, though. Don't get me wrong. It never annoyed the hell out of me like a lot of cartoons did. But
I just remember sitting there in my brain, okay, because you got times where your brain's working hard. You got times where your brain's on vacation. And when my brain's on vacation, watching SpongeBob's just, I just sit there, quiet for minutes. Happy.
It's
it's just letting me know that, hey, the brains are good.
Another thing, they actually, somebody actually invented this chemical, some shit like that breaks plastic down to enzymes and makes it to where it's actually biodegradable now. Like they can actually eat up plastic.
Is that kid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the young one.
Yeah, and he didn't get the fucking Nobel Peace Prize.
She did. It was a she.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
But
she
still,
didn't
that's
get
right.
the fucking Nobel Prize.
I don't get it.
Yeah, everybody's worried about plastic straws and cutting off plastic bags and
And
shit
this
like
one's
that.
coming up with an organic.
And they're all like, look, problem solved. And it's not coming up with organic plastic. It's doing something that pours on normal plastic that works.
Free. So that's not a corporation standing there saying, hey, America, good job. You did all that recycling. Now, pay this fee and we're going to fix all your mistakes.
Yeah,
That's it. And guess what America goes? Yes, sir.
Whatever.
Let's get it done. Don't read the fine print. No, sir, I won't read the fine print. Speaking of which, spoiler for Jane Silent Bob. Anyways, yeah. You'll know once you watch it. I didn't spoil it too bad. That's like esoteric spoilers.
Esoteric spoilers.
Esoteric spoilers.
I really would have watched it last night, but I know that if somebody was talking during that movie, I'd have been
punched
like, I'd have hit her.
I'm not violent towards women, but right now you're talking during my movie.
Like I said, it's like that Harry Potter scene whenever they see Sirius Black.
Oh, yes.
And he's all like, you just gotta wait. He's like, I've done my waiting.
I'm done
12 years of waiting. And that's how I feel about Jared's.
Hey,
it's been longer than that. 20 years almost,
when,
right?
When it's over, we watch it.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down. I want to watch it so bad.
I didn't figure that, shit, we could just record while we're watching it. Anyways. So, yep.
I'm excited about that, though. I was really sad, actually. November, they were doing a tour with it. I don't know if you knew. They did a whole tour with it. So you actually got to go to the theater and watch it with them. It was like $50 a ticket, 40, $50. And it was in Salem. I should have just gone.
Oh, I had customers that went. They were telling me all about it. No joke.
We're
going to James Silent Bob. Well, I tried to.
I just punched them. I was like, you guys suck. Leave.
They were going to be in, I think, Reno or something like that. And that's where Jen and I were like, dude, we should go down. But with the kids and everything, this is Caleb's senior year.
We were talking about this, yeah. You know what I mean? There's only so much going on, and it's not one of those kid trips. And like now's kind of the time to concentrate on the kid trips.
Cheech and Chong still touring though, and that's the one I can't wait.
Good for them.
For those of you out there that don't know, I'm a big Cheech and Chong fan.
Shocker.
So, surprise! All right. Anyways,
anybody who lived through the '80s.
Well, I love their records. I watched their movies since I was a little kid. I've always been into that culture type stuff. I love not only oldies culture, but stoner culture. It's one of my favorite things. I think it's hilarious.
They're pretty much pioneers, so I mean,
right.
It's if there is people to be fans of, it's theirs, you know.
Right, and I like the Dr. Dre's, and I like the Snoop Dogg's, and
the Willies,
especially Willie Nelson. I'm a big fan of Johnny Cash. I mean, so this whole
was Johnny Cash a lot into weed? I didn't know that.
I don't know that he's a lot into weed necessarily, but he's an outlaw type.
Yeah,
I'm just a big fan. So
it was an outlaw back then. Now
it's not all just about weed, though. You know what I mean? It's more about, like you said, being a pioneer. So I also like Captain Crunch. I don't know that's.
I don't know if that's correlated.
Congratulations, Captain Crunch! You made my list.
I'm a huge fan of Captain Crunch.
In case anyone was jotting that down, that is Willie Nelson is above Captain Crunch. So
we want to make sure this is clear. Definitely a pioneer, definitely an outlaw. I mean, but. He was like, in my opinion, Johnny Cash was probably the first person to just make music about how he felt, other than what he lived through or anything like that. It was just all a reflection of feeling, which is what music mostly should be, because you really open up the spectrum of what you can do in the world whenever you're not afraid just to write about how you feel.
It's an art form like anything else.
So yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Smoking weed in 2007. Smoking a bowl in the woods a mile behind Taco Bell before a movie. Man, I hope the cops don't show up. Smoking weed in 2020. Guess I'll just hit my vape pen in Target. Fuck it. That's what it's come down to now, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You were saying, like, the squares are doing it, so like it's not pissing off the squares no more.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
Anyways. No, but that is so true. I told Jen the other day, if her and I were standing out by Abby's Pizza, right? It was a busy place, coming in and out, and I was smoking a joint, and she was smoking a cigarette. Who would get dirty looks?
The cigarette.
Oh, they'd be like, oh. Yeah. Here, if I had a joint, I'd be like, stinky weed, and they're like, yes, that lady over there, she needs to move. She's smoking a cigarette.
If you have a joint, there's just...
The devil. Come on, people. Lighten up.
Nobody ever walks up and says, hey, can I have a hit of your cigarette?
Never.
You mean shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Evil shenanigans.
Shenanigans, right?
Shenanigans.
Hey, thanks again, you guys, for checking us out. That's number 4. I got several more coming. Don't forget to subscribe and share us with all your friends. Thanks.